actually, Circus Baby specifically, she has this little like fan here, and that's to keep it cool because she actually has a ice cream dispenser.
Erecting a dispenser.
She has a little, this little thing folds down, and you can give you an ice cream cone.
Wow.
The point of that is to lure the child in, so she has a giant claw inside of her.
Nice.
Okay. That's just
A scooper, it's called, to grab the child and put it inside, because this man really, really wants to do the best that he can to murder children.
He's unhinged.
So the other theory
How does nobody notice this?
is
How
that
it,
this
like,
came first, right? But that doesn't make any sense, because why would they go their separate ways? So some people think that this came first, right?
Mhm.
This happened by accident. Elizabeth was killed by Circus Baby because essentially Purple Guy told her to never go around Circus Baby, but Elizabeth wanted to because he designed her to look like her. However, this scooping process will only happen when there's nobody else around. Whatever party was going on, Purple Guy was doing whatever stuff to help with the party. All the other kids ran out of the room. Elizabeth got scooped.
Nice.
So now he's like, oh man, my child is dead. So I'm going to try and prevent my other children from liking the animatronics, but I'm still going to use them to try and murder children, just like my own. So the theory is that in...
I have to keep in mind that like all this is it's meant to be lore for a horror game, and it's not just I'm in mentally grounding this in reality too much.
Right.
But you kind of have to like take it a bit out of reality and be like, oh yeah, no, it's totally normal for this dude to not be caught after murdering children. That makes sense right now.
So in the 5th game, right, we see here,
Okay.
you see these cameras that show the home, the bed, the bedroom, and the hallway that all show up in... I like all these suggested thumbnails over here.
All the red circles.
These screens, you see the home, and as well as the map, it shows that sister location is a bunker below the home, and potentially this is what Purple Guy is using to monitor his house and Evan specifically, and he is somehow, and this is how we get into the books. The books is a parallel universe that's sort of...
They're books?
They're books, but they're not connected, but they sort of sometimes borrow things from one another. So one of the theories is there's these chips or whatever, and it basically makes you see whatever the person wants you to see. So basically the animatronics uses to make people think that they're real people. Anyways, that's book stuff. Purple Guy made these inhibitor chips to make his son think he's seeing these nightmarish animatronics. So he's scared of them, so he doesn't go near them, so he doesn't die to them.
Okay.
So those are the two theories around 4, is that either Purple Guy is making 4 happen, or...
Right, with the inhibitor chips, or it's just the nightmare of Mr. Trump.
Right, he got
That's
chomped, he had
spot.
this nightmare of this stuff going on, and then he dies.
Yeah, okay.
And yeah, that brings up timeline disputes with when does Circus Babies, whatchamacallit, show up.
Okay.
Lead you through this.
Can we take a quick hot chocolate break, because I want to get a cup of
Yeah,
hot
that's a
chocolate.
great idea. I'm gonna pause this now.
Very cool, very cool.
Since I gave
at
you the
this
2
dude.
diverging timelines here.
Right.
So in Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, or no, in Ultimate Custom Night, you get jump scared by characters. They actually have voice lines, and one of them from the OG Chica was, "I was the first. I've seen it all." So that threw a wrench into some things, because it's like, oh, does she really mean she was the first child to be murdered and stuffed in a suit? So let's go with that, right? Since that's a pretty direct quote.
Yeah.
So he killed 5 children, stuffed them in the in-progress animatronics with new characters they haven't released yet. And then the Bite of 87 happens. Then Fredbear's Family Diner closes because Purple Guy's going crazy. Henry doesn't want to work with him anymore, because he murdered children and let his son die, and you know, all that cool stuff. Simultaneously, they both go and open their own pizza joints separately. So Purple Guy goes off and makes Circus Babies Pizza whatever land, and I forget what the names are so similar. So it's always like Fazbear something pizza, maybe
It's a
make
wonder
circus
you
baby.
actually pull it off.
Yeah, Henry goes and makes Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria.
Okay.
So we never actually see Circus Baby's Pizza World. I think that's actually what it's called. That's just where we get these voice lines about the scooping happening. Elizabeth dies at that location, and then Purple Guy closes it down, and he brings the animatronics into his underground bunker below his house that he conveniently has.
Yeah, plot reasons.
Yeah. At this point, in FNaF 2, that's at Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, the first pizzeria, but the second Fazbear location.
Gotcha.
And
So not the diner, but
not
the one
the
after.
diner.
the diner.
Yep. So now we're in the first actual pizzeria.
Sweet.
Gosh, these are horrible.
I like the Gmod one.
Yeah. Just give me gameplay. Oh, I don't.
I like the download one. That's even better.
Stop! I don't want to download it. So this is where you are as a security guard. You're just a random dude. Actually, I think this is pretty much the only time that you're an actual night guard and you're just chilling here. Here you are. You have your main big hallway of darkness, and then on the left and the right you have 2 vents.
Okay.
Yes, you
Whiz.
protect yourself you have a flashlight and a Freddy mask. That's it.
Okay.
So you,
Great.
yeah, very cool. So some of them are scared off by the flashlight, some of them are tricked by the mask. And then you also have the camera that you pull up, and you can check them out and see how they're doing. Like,
That is
see
terrifying.
if they're gonna go into the vent. And at this location, Henry has brought the in-progress animatronic, but he took
Okay.
those characters and then made toy versions of them, which is where we see Toy Freddy and Bonnie.
The much more friendly looking ones.
Yeah, they're plasticky, they're really round. So here's all of the new characters, and
What is that thing on the right?
we'll get there. And then this, with
What the fuck? Amalgamation.
yeah. It was
There's-
gonna be a female Foxy. However, the children started taking it apart, and they started calling it the Mangle. The employees, because they got sick and tired of putting it back together. So that became the attraction, was putting Mangle back together again. Super fun, right?
What the hell? No.
Yeah,
What?
and they specifically preface that it's the young children that do this.
You serious?
The fuck?
Yeah.
Is in this universe, children are just like fucked up.
Yeah.
They. Why is everyone so unhinged?
You know, children ripping apart like metal, animals and stuff. It's pretty normal.
It's like falling at the mouth. Yes, yes.
We also get the puppet who chills by the prize counter where you like turn in your tickets.
Okay.
I'll show you this specific screen. It's important to gameplay.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so
Yeah.
here's the puppet. He be chilling. So here's your
He
prize
be
counter.
fucking
This
terrifying,
is
yeah.
all your prizes you can get. How cool. Henry made him with a specific purpose, actually. Puppet
Yeah.
was made to protect his daughter, Charlotte, who he required to always have a green wristband on in order to
Dude,
identify.
that is wild that these 2 geniuses are essentially making like these weird like weapon creatures that they've just been like, oh yeah, let's look at a pizzeria.
Right, they both have made them with the intention to like do something other than, oh, this isn't even to mention the fact that these toy animatronics, unlike the unfinished originals, have like security stuff built into their eyeballs to try and look out for. They are also meant to look out for Purple Guy and try and kill him, question mark.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So if he just walks in during a child's birthday party, do they just all go like attack mode and scar those children for life?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. We also have the old animatronics. So these ones are called Withered. That was a fan term that eventually became adopted in universe.
Oh,
So,
sweet.
they're broken. They're not fit. That's what doesn't make sense is like, sure, okay, Chica doesn't have her arms. That kind of makes sense where it's like, oh, it's not finished, or Bonnie's face isn't complete. But like the fact that
Yeah.
they're broken down kind of
Why? Why?
We also have good old Fredbear here. Collapsed because the spring lock mechanisms were broken. So now it's sort of in outfit mode still. So that's why Golden Freddy be flopping there.
That's the one that killed the son, right?
Yes, that was the bite of 83. Okay, that's that new place. Wow, it's super cool. And pretty much the only story that happens in game here is Mangle goes and commits the bite of 87. At least that's the theory. It doesn't really matter who did the bite of 87.
Jesus, this is like some weird like in between of body horror and like sort of like AI is gonna take over the world kind of horror.
Yeah,
because like these things are just so unbelievable. Specifically, Mangle is unbelievably mangled.
I'm not a fan of Mangle. So actually,
Not
the
really.
thing with Mangle is she's made up of multiple animatronics. Like that is a different. Those are different. That's not like the inside of her head. So like, I guess the employees kind of just took parts from her and like, yeah, let's throw more in the pile so the kids can play with her or whatever. This was actually from a male animatronic. So then when referring to Mangle, it flip-flops from he or she. She bites the night guard thinking that it's purple guy. And that's the point of 87. That's where you get like whatever cranium lobe, frontal lobe is missing because she bites you from the top and that's where she chomps your...
Okay, yeah.
And the lead up to the game's release, there was sort of a joke where it said, you know, FNaF 5 canceled due to leaks. But that was actually an in-universe thing where Purple Guy canceled the opening of Circus Baby's Pizza World due to gas leaks. That was his reasoning.
That's kind of funny.
So maybe that meant that Circus Baby was active at Fredbear's Family Diner? Like it doesn't...
That's kind of weird. Like, well, then why would he like not put it out, or why would he take it to like the next? Why would he brand the next store around?
Right, kills his daughter, then he goes to the next one and continues to use that.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, he wouldn't have much to lose after that.
Yeah. Purple Guy goes to Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, right? The one that Henry's chilling with. And
Yeah,
for
the new one.
whatever reason, no, what is this?
Whoa!
What is this?
Oh, God.
There's a mini game. Here we are. Okay. Purple Guy driving in his purple car.
The fucking
He shows
Thanos
up,
man.
and this could be Henry and Purple Guy talking. Henry's the green guy. This is the place. He's like, don't come around here. I don't want to see you, right?
Yeah.
But then he gets mad. He's like, dude, we made Fazbear's together. I should have a say in it too, right? Even though he murdered people and stuff. So that's
Yeah.
I mean, you can probably say that's not.
But it's his intellectual property, dude.
He holds the rights. So to get his revenge on his partner, he decides to murder his daughter.
Murdered the partner's daughter?
Murder Henry's daughter Charlotte with the green bracelet that's
Right.
to be protected by the
The
puppet.
Mr. Puppet Man, yeah.
Where we
Oh, you
see
know a
it.
lot about this.
No, we don't. Somehow Charlotte be kicked outside. She's outside the pizza place, and in the mini game you're just giving these kids things. But then Purple Guy show up in his purple car. He kills Charlotte out in this back alley. Here's Charlotte. She's got her green little wristband on, and the puppet who got trapped because there is a box on top of his little present that he's in. He couldn't get to her in time, and then he goes outside and slowly breaks down in the rain, and then sort of collapses on top of her body, and her soul imbues this puppet now.
So are souls canon? Like, is that
Yeah,
genuinely what
souls are
happened?
genuinely a thing. Like she is now the puppet. So for me, usually,
Okay.
just as clarification, I usually refer to the characters as their characters' gender as opposed to their soul's gender, because they don't like. Now she's on a male characters, but I just sort of say puppet as boy.
I gotcha.